a completely unusual mystical story about a cat who could resurrect. And it is quite possible that the cat did not even suspect about his talents. Or maybe he did. Solomon was inimitable. He did it again playfully, without straining at all. The poor dead mouse, with yellow paint on her tail, again participated in the daily ritual. Solomon, the cat of my sister, Lena. He got the nickname because of his exceptional intelligence and ingenuity, which were inherent in him already at the age of a kitten. I found out about his games with the mouse by chance, and then only because the rodent inadvertently stained his tail with bright canary paint which was painted on the benches in our yard. It was precisely because of this mark that I realized that Solomon was a necromancer. Every morning the cat caught the mouse, played with it as a predator should, caught, released, and eventually strangled it. And so every day. Cruel entertainment, but nature is nature. And then one day I noticed that the mouse had a dirty tail. The next morning I took a special look at the new toy. A bright yellow spot was on the tail. The next day was devoted to spying on Solomon. The cat went to the front garden behind the house, tore off the corpse of the poor mouse there, then stared at it intently for 3 minutes, while the fur on the back of his neck stood on end. Mewing in his belly, he seemed to push the dead mouse with his paw, and it came to life. Exactly. She jumped up and tried to run away from her pursuer. Solomon caught her, and then it went according to the script. And so every morning. It's been about a year since my discovery. It was our secret with the cat. At the beginning of May, Solomon and I were orphaned. My sister died. I called an ambulance and the police. The body was taken away. She called her nephew Lena's son and informed him about her mother's death. Their relationship was strained. It is a long family history, and in this story it is inappropriate. I will only say that the nephew last visited us 6 years ago. He arrived immediately and immediately put the dots on the end. So auntie, after the funeral, that your spirit wasn't here, and don't try to steal something. I will sell the hut or rent it out, I haven't decided yet. I sat in an armchair with Solomon in my arms and listened, not at all surprised. Such a speech was quite in his spirit. Here, you can take the cat as a souvenir, I don't need it here. Take it away or throw it out on the street, it doesn't matter. But whatever, it was here. Solomon hissed and jumped off my lap. Then, with his tail raised majestically, he slowly walked out into the street, and in the morning Lena returned. Imagine I woke up in the morgue. The orderly fainted. Then the doctors ran in, apologized, they say a medical error, this and that. And I'm getting my feet in my hands and going home. Everything returned to its place. The sun has disappeared. We hope that again for a few years, my sister and I still live together. And I keep the secret of Solomon. After all, he did not mention a single meow that 6 months ago I got into a terrible accident and died.